Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dev Insights. My name is HiRezBart. This is HiRezScott, and we are here breaking down the newest addition to SMITE. It's a female warrior. Her name is Bellona. She comes from the Roman Pantheon, and well, Sketch looks pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, this is a god that we're really excited about because I think way back into last year, there's been a fan request for a female warrior, female warrior, and so getting the opportunity to work on another God of War and to kind of fill that area and that niche was pretty exciting.
Yeah, working on another God of War, obviously Ares in the game as Athena, both of them kind of iconic gods of war out of the Greek pantheon. This is our first out of the Roman, and she is Bellona, also known as Duolona, I think, in the lore side of it.
Yeah, originally, way back in the day, she was known as Duolona.
And she's basically like the all-in warrior, the perfect soldier.
That's right. That's right. She's like the penultimate Roman soldier. She gets in the fight. She mixes it up. Really strong brawler.
Very cool. Looking at her kit, something a little unique going on here. We have not only this unique CC and a disarm, but also the block stacks and the ability to switch weapons. It all kind of factors into this counter carry style of play. It's definitely a new addition. No one really fills that role right now. Can you talk a little bit about how Bellona kind of came into her own in this style?
Yeah, we identified very early on in the design that we wanted her to fill this role of kind of being a counter carry or really good against gods that are strong in in-hand attacks. Sure. And to that, there's two things in her kit that are very strong to do that. One is that she's able to pull out a shield and essentially build stacks of block, which absorb basic attacks. And that's really to protect herself. Sure. And then to protect her allies and to work in a fight, she has disarm, which is a brand new type of CC that's never been seen in SMITE before. And it works pretty straightforward. It's when you're hit by it for a certain number of seconds, you can't use your basic attacks. So it's kind of like the reverse of a silence. You can still use your abilities, but you can't use basic attacks.
So do you think that she's primarily positioned to be this powerful late-game anti-hunter, or is she more of a mid-game kind of controlling the assassin style of god?
A little bit of both. She transitions very well to go against strong hunters. And in the mid-game, though, she, as a brawler, kind of holds her own in terms of the protections and the damage she's able to output. Yeah,
her ability-based damage, obviously it's in physical damage type, but coming out of especially her number 2, seems to be enough to kind of carry through the early and mid stages of the game and then maybe transition more into that tank in the late game. But overall, Bellona looks like she's pretty well-rounded in terms of her game state and her relative strengths. What do you think about Bellona overall in terms of where she's going to fall amongst other warriors?
Compared to other warriors, I think with the unique mechanics she has, she's going to be a pick that really is good against certain combinations. Instead of being sort of a generalized pick you might take in any situation, you're going to really look at the enemy team. If they're very strong on in-hand focused gods, she's going to be a really great pick to put in a number of different roles, potentially as your jungler, potentially as your solo. Against teams that are very ability-based, have gods like Hubble on them, you got to be a little more careful with the pick. She's not going to be as strong. Yeah, she's got weaknesses.
Her ultimate brings like kind of that big buff, debuff kind of feeling going on. So yeah, not quite as good against burst or ability-based gods, but certainly very strong against in-handers. And well, we hope to see how you guys play with her. Hope you like it. And for more on this patch, you can check out the annotations on your screen here. But that does it for us.